簡單講下我啲作品即係嗰個來源係點樣嚟嘅。咁原初係我自己本身好中意嗰啲傳統嗰啲拜神啊嗰啲咁嘅嘢，同埋一啲喺街邊度即係譬如盂蘭節啊，好多人喺街度拜神啊嗰啲嘢咁嘅嘢。咁我唔知點解咧，好細個咧就好中意呢啲嘢，將嗰啲畫面咧就即係畫咗落去個畫嗰度。慢慢即係做耐咗之後咧，就發覺咧就即係將細個識得嗰啲擲嘢嗰啲方法咧，我嚟擲啲神像㗎嘛。但係我本身又唔係做嗰啲神像嗰啲人出嚟㗎嘛。咁我變咗我就用翻我自己嘅方法咧，就去做我自己想像出嚟嘅神像。變咗就出咗嚟嗰啲即係我自己嘅神像啦。咁嗰啲就有別於傳統咁樣啦。我由好細個咧就即係中意即係寫字啊、畫畫啊，整嘅泥公仔啊咁樣。咁但係咧就即係細個咧就嗰個生活比較簡單啲，見咗有咩咧就畫咩啦。畫下啲門神啊，畫下啲公仔紙啊，見到咩就畫咩。見到有啲咩執到啲咩泥喺個田度挖嚿泥上嚟，咪整個公仔咁啊。攞啲草嚟燒乾咗佢，咪變咗陶瓷咁啊！我有讀過一啲藝術嘅 course 嘅，但係咧就即係喺嗰啲過程嗰度咧，佢訓練唔到一啲比較有用嘅技巧，因為嗰啲時間都唔係好長，嗰啲技巧咧就要你慢慢自己去鍛鍊嘅，就用好多時間去慢慢研究一啲材料啦。學校其實係一種啟發咯，即係可以咁講。喺個啟發嘅過程，其實都係一啲好緊要嘅嘢嚟嘅。但係個實踐係比較更加重要。用自己熟悉嘅材料咧，你不停咁樣做落去咧，其實佢嗰啲材料咧，佢會自己會帶你去發展一啲新嘅嘢出嚟，或者係會你碰到一啲問題，然之後你處理咗啲問題之後咧，佢令到佢所有嘅嘢又會提升咗。呢過程咧就即係意味住即係你仲要有排繼續做落去咯，因為佢係無窮無盡嘅嘢嚟。藝術家本身就係一個獨立嘅個體嚟㗎嘛，即係好似你係一個蘋果，我係一個石頭咁你係蘋果，我同你個石頭，大家點一齊？本身就係兩樣嘢嚟㗎嘛，係咪？即管你係一個泥都好啦，你唔係一嚿金都唔係一個問題嘅，但係你就係嗰嚿泥，你就係做翻你嗰嚿泥嘅嘢，一啲問題都冇㗎。藝術家唔係一定係要即係你嚿泥你扮唔到個蘋果㗎嘛，係咪？你唔係蘋果就係唔係蘋果咯。即係泥本身就唔係一個問題嚟。即係點解你會攞呢啲嘢咧？
嚟做一件嘢。
係啦，做一件作品。
我就冇指定嘅。假設呢度有一堆藍碟，我就從呢堆藍碟喺度路要諗嘢，做一件嘢出嚟。唔好話因為某一樣嘢，而係令到你入唔到佢就唔用呢啲嘢，咁樣就錯。錯誤嘅意思即係點咧？呢度金屬，我如果用會喺呢個木嗰方面， 變咗人哋睇法咧，就唔係金屬啫嘛，又有木又有金屬，造成嗰件嘢咪更加獨特啲咯，好睇啲咯，多啲嘅元素咯，係咪？好似最後嗰件嘢就睇到金屬陶瓷呢方面咧，融匯咗多方面嘅，睇落嗰方面更加好睇，係咪？名稱唔好俾一個名稱扼殺咗先。
呢度咧，即係你嗰個，即係你對於你而家用緊嗰啲媒介咧，
係
即係點樣？你係點樣去揾到呢啲嘢嚟創作嘅咧？
多方面，一方面係垃圾站，第二方面咧，好似呢啲咁短喎，唔會去嗰啲回收站係買，可唔可以買嗰啲長啲？我如果見到回收站，佢見到有一大堆係長啲嘅長區喺度咧，我會同佢，喂，呢度如果有幾百斤，我同佢買晒。你認為值幾錢，然後再車上嚟，我就將呢對嘢咧要諗啦。呢堆嘢，咦，係喎，做一件嘢，再加埋如果有舊木係可以融匯一齊咧，仲更加好。如果再融匯埋生物土嗰方面，估唔知變咗3種嘅元素走埋一齊啦，就更加好啦。
即係你真係揾身邊嘅有嘅嘢。
可以咁講，甚至乎我最近都打算諗住係咩？我近排飲寶礦力，如果我做咗件金屬嘅嘢，將寶礦力嗰個鋁嘅罐同埋塑膠嘅懟埋入去，嗰個睇法係點？而家我會構思緊，如果下一次咧，可能會睇到我呢件嘢，但係呢件嘢到時係咪一個四方形，而係懟入嘅呢啲嘢？到時要做咗先至，撞咗板先，覺得唔好咧，將佢打爛咗，再做過另外一個形式嚟更加好。到嗱，我調翻轉，我要問你，你係應該有一個存在嘅意識，而係表現嗰件畫或者雕塑，啱唔啱先？如果唔係你冇可能突然間會走出嚟，啱唔啱先？
有個諗法啦，
咪就係咯，
動機
呢個叫做存在嘅意識啦。
係諗咗啦，係啊諗咗啦嘛。不過你就點樣幫佢實現出嚟咧？實現
係啦，冇錯啦。
成個過程咧，你就通過你嘅生活。
唔好話通過生活，係通過我嗰方面腦筋同埋嘅手嚟做嗰件嘢出嚟，嗰個屬於達成啫。
點解呢條友會咁多呢啲咁嘅所謂人？佢哋會覺得係垃圾啊？係咪？
唔係，佢認為垃圾將我嘅轉化成一件作品，呢個就係我嘅成功，你係失敗啫嘛？係咪先？怪人藝術家鄭成怪才藝術家鄭成，所以我要2個鐘我同我翻譯英文，到時我第時喺我畫嘅後邊咧寫低咗。嗱，呢2句説話咧，我最近發現到我都屬於個人係比較怪異啲，亦都我自認啊。我亦都係有才幹啦，所以怪才真做才係有才啊！我都要加個怪才，到你都屬於怪才啊！你唔好忽略啊！
即係咁多種物料咧，你係想令到佢點咧？令到佢
嗱，表現嗰件嘢。嗰件嘢我就暫時好似都曾經表現過， 就一個壺就係咁嘅形式啦。但係呢個壺咧就唔係真係載水嘅壺，係只不過意識上嘅壺啊。
點解會揀呢個創作媒介就因為我中意周圍行啦，周街行啦。咁我諗相機係好配合到我一路行一路創作嘅工具。
你幾時可以接觸藝術？點樣成為藝術家？
接觸藝術我諗同大家一樣啦。係小學咯。上美術堂嗰時咯，咁好快就冇接觸啦，大家都係咁噶啦，我諗。咁我唔係藝術家咯。
咁你有冇接受過任何藝術方面嘅教育？如果冇嘅話，係咩令到你去自學呢門手藝同埋嘅技術？
我冇接受過任何嗰啲藝術啊、學校啊嗰啲訓練。咁自學係當年係買咗第一部相機，嗰時平啲相機咧，好平，咁就買一部，咁唔好嘥啦，咁上網睇下啲文章啊，睇下啲攝影集啊，咁樣學下，咁就開始影相。
對於你嚟講，呢種自學成才要求自己嘅方法嚟做事，你覺得係點嘅？
對於我嚟講，因為你喺生活上邊啊、工作上邊咧，都好多嘢唔係好似你照住你意思去做，唔可以嘅，有啲嘢係。咁我希望保留少少空間啦，俾自己做自己嘅嘢啦，就喺攝影上邊保留自己嘅嘢。
咁你覺得對於有意喺藝術方面發展，但係而家未有呢個接受正式訓練，同埋嗰啲被視為圈外人嘅人，即係對於嗰啲圈外人嘅人，對俾佢哋有咩？
嗱，首先我又唔係圈內人嚟嘅，咁所以我唔清楚佢哋圈內嗰啲係點樣運作啦。咁就冇咩建議咯，係啊。咁啊，做自己想做嘅嘢啦。
I am a video artist. Originally, I work as on Super 8, which is a film media, but then I was interested in working alone, so I shift to working with a smaller equipment and actually no crew, just myself, and I'm happy working alone actually. So I become someone who is recording images and editing and doing everything on my own. When I have my first video camera, I want to play my instrument, the video camera, like a musical instrument. And I want the time element in it. And That's why I start to make kind of like a music video, because music is very important for me. Because I choose to really have myself controlling everything that I did, like which camera I use and the subject of the work, and of course it has to fit my time that when I was free to work on art project. I like to control it like this way, so I feel comfortable. Because if I have to answer to a producer or a company, I feel quite limited. Everyone can be an artist, just whether you want to be or not. But whether you want to be a good artist or not. Because you can be a part-time artist, always. I see a lot of part-time artists, but if you want to be a good artist, you have to be quite determined, really. The school may teach you, they give you new equipment to try it out, but you won't feel how you want to use it. Because if you just use it as a tool, then you miss the point, I think. Because it's just a crisper picture tell the same story as a blurred picture, I would say. But you need the story, you need the idea behind the image. But I keep reminding myself, do not produce work for them, because it's not really, I become working with the industry if I do a work for them. So I try to keep myself on my own terms. And that's my advice for myself, that if I want to work on my work, I can show it, but don't please the audience. That's not what I want. Yeah.
I'm a Filipino storyteller. I photograph a lot of social issues, but also I photograph a lot of delights. What drew me into photography is the fact that it's accessible to everyone, especially nowadays that a lot of people have their phones. So at the beginning, I really wanted to paint. I really wanted to do a lot of installations, but it's not accessible for me because I was working as a domestic worker at that time. I became fascinated with photography because of my mother. She works as a domestic worker for an affluent family in Hong Kong, and she never really went out. She never really saw Hong Kong in her own eyes. So when I came to Hong Kong at the age of 19, when I noticed that she doesn't really go out and she's always working, I decided to ask my former employer back then for a loan so I can buy a camera. In some ways, I became my mother's eyes. I did not receive any formal training in photography. I can say that I am self-taught because whatever that I've learned was through discovering how a camera works by my own. And of course, I've read a lot on Google. And one thing that really educated me was reading a lot of books, fiction and nonfiction, and also watching a lot of cinemas. I did not come from a background of privilege, but to be able to do that on my own terms, is something that is sacred for me. It is so important because with all the noises of the world today, with all the responsibilities, I think it's important for me to have that kind of control, to have that kind of authorship with my work. And having the opportunity to create on my own terms means freedom for me. It's the freedom to be able to express my own self and the freedom to create stories for my future descendants. If there's one advice that I can give to people who were in my position years ago, I do think it's okay to be an outlier. It's okay to not have the same opportunities as others, as long as you know yourself that you can do the things that you have to do. You have to do it for yourself first before you start doing it for others.